Hey everyone, it's DOS time, and this time around we are continuing our adventures as Baby Veronica in Alter Ego, Female Edition. And anyway, last time around we were born. That's a good start, right? That you gotta admit, like, if you're gonna do something like this, if you're gonna try and live the life of anyone, starting with being born was probably a good idea. We went through that. We did well. We survived. We've been moving forward. Anyway, let's just jump in. Well, being taken to the park, your dad meets an old college buddy who is wheeling around a baby about your age. As the two dads talk, you casually begin to eye the baby in the undercarriage. Aggressive. Put your finger in the... Oh, wait, it's going to bite us, right? Aggressive. Aggressive, do it. Okay, let's do that. You want to test what this baby is made of, so you hit him in the face. The baby starts to cry. You have no sympathy for him. Hit him again. The baby is screaming from fright, and you're enjoying all the commotion you have caused. The two dads are too busy reminiscing to break up the fracas. Your aggressive trait have increased, and you will one day learn that all people aren't this easily intimidated. Yeah, I think that was a good start for Veronica there in this one. Up until this point in life, Weasley Rabbit, your stuffed toy, has been one of your best friends. You take him everywhere. He is beginning to get on in years, and one of his ears is torn off, and a recent eye injury has made his face look a little lopsided. Your mother suggests that Weasley should be retired, and wake up one day to discover Weasley has been moved from the place where you last spotted him. You know what? Last time we panicked, we got him back. You know what? We're unconcerned. Your attachment to Weasley was weak. You would think that after all the hours that he kept you company, you would show a little more concern. Remember that the time you pulled all of the buttons off of the living room couch and were put in your room for the whole day? It was Weasley who kept you from going stir-crazy. Learn to appreciate your friends, or they may abandon you in times of need. Yeah. You are alone in the kitchen and begin exploring the closets and refrigerator. Adventurous. Move towards the fridge. You wonder if you are strong enough to open the refrigerator and to pull the long handle, and the door swings open, hitting you in the head. This produces a nasty swelling. Ignore the pain and continue exploring. Ouch, it really hurts. But look at all the smooth jars and shiny bottles. There are several delicious-looking things within reach of the bottom shelf. A full can of whipped cream, a jar of red cherries, a jar of mayonnaise, and a bottle of red chili sauce. Which one do you like to taste? We're going to taste the hot sauce. The thin bottle of sauce fits in your small hand perfectly. Small amounts of liquid can squirt from a tiny hole at the top of the bottle. You squirt a few drops into your mouth, a little tangy, but not bad. You suck down the contents of the bottle. This is a big mistake, as your stomach feels queasy. You call for Mom, who gets very nervous and calls the doctor for advice. You will be okay, but your physical sphere takes a nasty turn for the worse. Now, we ate some hot sauce. It's gonna go through. It's not like we drank poison. You were touching something smooth and shiny. You patted it with your hand a few times. Confused. Keep touching. It is flat and a little cool. Wait a minute. There's a baby in there. Who is that baby? Someone else? No, that's you. You're looking at yourself in the mirror. Isn't that baby? Baby. Nah, we're horrible looking. Of course you are. All babies are beautiful. I beg to differ on that one. You do not have a very good self-image. Yeah, we hate ourselves. That's why we're a bitch. Your mom announces to you during a heart-to-heart talk that it is time for you to give up the bottle and drink from a glass like a big girl. Disappointed, but willing to try. Mom understands how difficult it is to let go of an old friend and appreciates your efforts. She has a box for you. Open it. Oh boy, a plastic Susie Fantastic drinking cup with a bendable straw. Look at this. It even has your name on it. Mom tells you Susie wrote it there herself. Mom is laying it in. Wow, I cannot. Slap. Mom is laying it on a bit thick at the moment. Yeah. You are a guest at your friend Missy's house. Her mom gives you both a box of crayons and 2 pieces of paper. Impulsive. Draw in general. You and Missy work each other into a frenzy. First you cover the paper, then Missy suggests you decorate the... Yes, of course. You and Missy create a fabulous mural on the kitchen wall. A real one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Unfortunately, Missy's mom shares neither your enthusiasm nor your love for arts. You are sent home pronto, and the last you saw of Missy, she was being put in solitary confinement and holding a pillow on her rear end. Yeah, she got hit hard. She got the belt. You are sitting in a large place, and a furry man walks up to you, walking around you in circles. Curious, point at the furry man. Hey, that man just licked your finger. His head is big and furry, and his tongue is sticking out of his mouth. He makes a sound that goes like this. Ha 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 ho 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 ho. Get your inner Tim Allen out, everybody. Very fast, he comes over and sits on your leg. Grab him by the head. You grab his head between your two hands. Hey, now that man is licking you all over the face. Mommy says he's kissing you. Lick the furry man back again. Exactly. You always lick your dog. What? His nose is cold and the hairs tickle your face. He tastes very salty and has bad breath. You are in a large department store, waiting in line, and there is an extremely well-endowed woman standing in front of you. She smiles. It looks like she may be an interesting person to talk to. Inquisitive. Ask her some questions. What questions would you like to ask her? Do you have a husband? Do you have a doggy? Mom said that Dad has a thick skull. Do you agree? Do you? I tried very hard to pinch a penny like Aunt Edna said, but couldn't get it. Do you have a husband? She tells you that she doesn't. I just love that. We did that last time, Joe. I was wondering if it would be a different reaction because it was, you're playing as the girl. Like, would that be something different? You're alone in your parents' bedroom. There's a shiny silver quarter on the table. We don't need that quarter. We're going to not leave it alone. This might have been a tough decision for you at your age, and even sometimes in adulthood. Honesty is often less than clear cut. Maybe you imagine that you had nothing to gain by stealing the quarter. I mean, it's a frickin' quarter. You were right about that. Instead, you're gained in trustworthiness category. Daddy says it's time for bed. Cranky mad. Say I don't want to go to bed. You fold your hands across your chest and look at him straight in the eye. He laughs at you and begins to pick you up. You say, no. He says, sorry, sweetheart, and tucks you under his arm. Cry. You're not going to let him get away with overpowering you without making him feel guilty. It works. Exactly. Saturday morning, and Mom asked you to help her with some chores. The Susie Fantastic Cartoon Hour has just begun. Frankie, tell Mom you want to watch cartoons. You see, Susie, on the TV. Mom says, come on, sweetie, help me in the kitchen a little, you say. Mom sees your stubbornness and stops asking you. All she wanted was a little company, and you acted very selfishly. She's in the kitchen now. Go find her and help. Fine. What a good girl. Mom makes you feel very important. As a reward, Mom takes you out for some special makeup and some old clothes. Takes you out for. I'm like, what are we taking out? You put on some real makeup and some of Grandma's old clothes. Mom takes your picture and tells you that you look like a movie star. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we look like. You're in a sandbox playing with your favorite toy. An older girl pulls it away from you and screams, mine. Angry. Grab it back. The child seems much stronger than you. She puts 3 fingers on your mouth and tries to push you away. She is holding the toy above her head. Bite her. Crash! The toy comes down right on your head. Crash again and crash again. You are beginning to feel dizzy. You cry out, crash! Crash! She finally stops, but your head and face are covered with scratches. The girl's mother takes her away before either one of your parents can tell what happened. She is a problem child because she hits other children. She has done this before, and you were treated unfairly. Yay, we didn't even get a chance to, do anything. Time to feed the fish. You pinch a small amount of fish food between your fingers and tap on the glass. There is no sign of Gabriella. Confused. Call for Mom. Gabby floats up to the surface from your finger. Her eyes are very puffy and her body is stiff. You are relieved to see she hasn't jumped out of the bowl. Start to leave the room. You don't seem to understand, Mom explains that Gabby can't swim anymore. No, she's perfectly swimming fine. Floating is a type of swimming as far as I'm concerned. Mom says she's dead. That she's gone away. How can that be? She's right there. You wonder what is dead. What is dead? You are confused. Mom says that Gabby has to be taken out of the bowl. Flush Gabby down the bottom of the toilet. Even though Mom has a sad face, you giggle at the thought of Gabby swimming in the bowl. You wonder if she will tickle you the next time you go to the bathroom. It isn't a real laugh, but you don't know what else to do. You are in the back seat of a car during a very long ride. Tired. Ask questions. You can ask the following questions. Are we almost there? When do we eat? Mom says in a little while. Kick your feet under the front of the car. You were told to stop. Continue kicking. Told you to please stop. Continue kicking. Knock it off! You have succeeded in sharing your discomfort with everyone in the car. You can sleep peacefully now. Exactly. Everyone else has to be as miserable as me. You are eating at the house of one of your parents' friends. You were told by your mother to be on your best behavior. Something that you ate has disagreed with you and you feel sick. Wheezy. Throw up and get it over. Without any regard for anyone around you, you throw up. It splashes into the dish in front of you and gets all over the roast. Your mother is mortified. Your father is much more understanding. This is something you will all get a great laugh out of in about 20 years or so. That's still one of my favorite ones in the game. You are still not completely familiar with using the toilet. It is still very fascinating. So you have just finished and have cleaned yourself up like a big girl. Curious, watch the toilet paper disappear into the toilet. Make a boat out of mom's brush and float it. Yes. Oops, it doesn't float. Flush the bowl. Whoosh! It spins around 3 times and tries to go down the pipe. Well, halfway down, the water slowly rises, spills out of the toilet. Mom rushes in. You are now allowed to watch the Susie Fantastic Cartoon Hour for a week. This is the worst possible punishment. After 3 days, the sanction is lifted. Exactly. Today is your dad's birthday, and you would like to make him breakfast. Practical. Cereal. You don't know how to be practical yet, silly. Why don't you ask Mom for help? Okay. Mom won't let you do exactly what you want, but helps you make Dad a nice breakfast. This makes him feel terrific. Okay, good. He's happy. The phone rings while Daddy is ironing a shirt. He must leave you alone in the room with the iron. Cautious. No, helpful. Help Dad iron the shirt. The iron is heavy and hard. You manage to try to push it across the shirt with your hands. Ouch, you burn your hand on the hot iron. It falls to the floor with a thud. And when you try to pick it back up, you pick up it by the metal part and burn your hand badly. Great. We're doing really good. Okay, Mom must get her teeth fixed, and you must go with her to the dentist. You sit in the waiting room for a very, very long time. Mom must run out and put some money in the parking meter. Mom sits you on the floor, gives you a magazine and to leaf through, and tells you to behave. Mischievous. Grab the magazine. Your coordination isn't terrific. As you lift the magazine, you cover tears with a loud rip. A lady spies you from the corner of her eye and gives you a dirty look. Stick your tongue out. Blow her a kiss. What a little angel. He says, come here, you little doll. Go. Your social sphere takes a wicked hop. You are all set to develop charm and grace that can really take you places. The lady gives you a nice, thick piece of... Oh, God. Gives you a nice thick piece of, whoa, okay, yum, chocolate. You've just passed through infancy, and a brief look at your life up to this point following. Family life has been not very good. You seem to be lacking the bonds that are so critical during this phase of life. Physically, you have not been a very healthy baby. Essentially, during this phase in life, nothing much is really expected of you. After all, you're so too young to throw a successful cocktail party, and frankly, anyone who would still dribble on herself probably wouldn't make the ideal dinner guest. However, by now, there are some things you should have mastered. Your progress shows in the following areas. You have been the type of child who charms the lollipops off people. You have been the type of child who is huggable and gets her cheeks pinched by old ladies with bright red lipstick. Now, regarding your emotional personality development, you're a fairly trustworthy little girl. Wow, our trust must have shot up then at this point with that one little thing. Making you share excursions into the world of the unknown and forbidden, the bathroom and under the kitchen sink. The folks should trust you in most cases, but when all the chocolates have one bite out of them, it is fair to guess whose teeth mark have made those jagged impressions. Your thoughtfulness characteristic really doesn't count for much in this phase of life. Most children often find themselves in the mercy of their whims and impulses, and you're allowed to be cranky now. People will tolerate it much better than when you were a teenager. Then your whining and carrying on will be objectionable. One thing about your character that has a tendency to put people off is your aggressiveness. You are the type of baby who likes to pull on loose pieces of clothing, hair, and bulbous, fleshy objects that come within your reach. Mm-hmm. You're going to be having to learn the meaning of make nice. That wraps up your status for the very first years of life. I hope you like yourself. If not, you can always try to improve in the years to come. There's plenty of time. Welcome to childhood. Come, let's go to bed, says Sleepyhead. Tarry away, says Slow. Put on the pot, says Greedy Gut. You will sup before we go. Nursery Rhyme by Anonymous. I don't even know that nursery rhyme. Anyway, it is now the next phase of life. We have completed it. So anyway, guys, that will wrap up the second episode of Alter Ego. Girl Edition, Female Edition, Woman Edition, She Edition, She-ness. I don't know, that's kind of really stupid. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.